Welcome back, gamers. Are you looking for some amazing single-player games to play in 2024? Do you want to immerse yourself in captivating stories, stunning graphics, and thrilling gameplay? If yes, then you are in the right place. In this video, we will show you the top 20 single-player games releasing in 2024 that you don't want to miss. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. The Retrieval is a highly anticipated cinematic horror action-adventure game developed by 2 Crow Studios. The game is set in the far future, aboard the spaceship Prometheus, which has mysteriously re-emerged after being lost for over 200 years. The spaceship is not responding to calls or emitting any signals. The player's mission is simple: dock in, try to make contact with the crew, and if not possible, learn what happened and leave. The game is played from the perspective of Hannah Losh, the commander of a research team located 18.6 billion miles away from Earth. After an unfortunate accident, Hannah falls into a subway base where she uncovers the horrifying secrets that the base hides. The game combines elements of horror and strategy, requiring players to navigate through the abandoned spaceship and solve puzzles. The Retrieval is a VR game, adding an extra layer of immersion and terror. It contains unnerving moments and flashing lights, providing a truly spine-chilling experience. The Lost Wild is a first-person survival horror game that immerses players in a prehistoric wilderness. The game captures the reverence and terror of nature's most magnificent beasts, dinosaurs. These dinosaurs behave like wild animals, not monsters, adding a layer of realism to the game. Players find themselves in the center of the food chain, needing to keep their heads down, stay alert, and evade. The game encourages exploration of abandoned facilities nestled in a lush wilderness teeming with prehistoric life. Scavenging and acquiring useful items improve survival chances. The game features stealth and evasion mechanics, allowing players to create distractions and use the environment to their advantage. Players can also intimidate deadly predators using a combination of fire and non-lethal weaponry. The story revolves around a character stranded in a violent primal world. A mysterious voice on the radio offers a glimmer of hope, guiding the player through the facilities and unraveling the mystery at the heart of the island. Star Wars Outlaws is an open-world game set in the Star Wars universe, between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and A Return of the Jedi. You play as Kay Vess, a scoundrel seeking freedom and a new life, along with her companion Nix. The game allows you to explore distinct planets across the galaxy, both iconic and new. In this high-stakes adventure, you can fight, steal, and outwit your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates. The game features stealth and open combat, vehicle combat, space combat, and branching dialogue. You can also take on high-risk, high-reward missions from the galaxy's crime syndicates. Your choices influence your ever-changing reputation. The game is set to release in 2024 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl is an upcoming first-person shooter survival game developed by the Ukrainian game studio GSC Game World. The game offers a unique blend of FPS, immersive sim, and horror, all set within a thick, atmospheric open world. One of the most significant features of the game is its epic branching story with multiple endings, where your choices influence both short-term consequences and global outcomes. The game is set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, a fictional take on the Ukrainian city known for its nuclear disaster in the 80s. This dangerous wasteland, plagued by mutants and dangerous anomalies, is hauntingly beautiful and one of the biggest open worlds to date. Despite the dangers, many people, known as stalkers, willingly enter the zone to look for treasured artifacts. The game provides a non-linear single-player adventure where your choices matter and affect how your story plays out. It also features over 30 different weapons, each being customizable, adding another layer of depth to the gameplay. In addition to combat, players also have to manage survival elements such as hunger, sleep, blood loss, and radiation. Senua's Saga: Hellblade 2 is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Ninja Theory and published by Xbox Game Studios. It is the sequel to the award-winning Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. The game continues the journey of Senua, the protagonist, through the myth and torment of Viking Iceland. Senua is intent on saving those who have fallen victim to the horrors of tyranny. Hellblade 2 is being developed on Unreal Engine 5, promising beautifully realized visuals and encapsulating sound. The game will feature revitalized combat, puzzle, and exploration systems. The game carries over the concepts and gameplay elements of its predecessor, including permadeath, utilizing puzzles and runes to advance, and an examination of Senua's mental state. Hellblade 2 will be available on Xbox Series X, PC, and Xbox Cloud Gaming. It will also be available on Xbox Game Pass on day one. The game is scheduled to release on May 21, 2024. The upcoming Fable game, often referred to as Fable 4, is a highly anticipated remake of the beloved fantasy RPG series. It's being developed by Playground Games, known for their work on the Forza Horizon series. This new installment promises to bring back the charm and whimsy of the original Fable games, while also introducing new gameplay mechanics and a more expansive world. The game is set in the magical, medieval world of Albion, filled with mythical creatures and enchanting landscapes. While the specific details about the game's plot remain a mystery, it's expected to feature the series' signature moral choices, which have a significant impact on the game's world and your character's development. The game will be available on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PC. Although a specific release date has not been announced, it's expected to be released before The Elder Scrolls 6 and potentially in late 2024. Anatria: The Last Song is an upcoming single-player action RPG game. The game is set in a beautiful sunlit world inspired by Italian folklore. It is being developed and published by Giamma Games. The game revolves around a twisted eternal play called the Canovaccio that keeps the world in an unnatural stasis. You play as the maskless one, the only one without a given role and master of your destiny. Your mission is to defeat the mighty authors that created the Canovaccio and free the world from stagnation. The game allows you to don your fallen foes' masks to take on their roles. Each mask enables new ways to play, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. You can swap between up to 3 customizable loadouts at any time. The game features a unique pool of talents in the path of innovators. You can alter reality by channeling the power of Ardor. The game allows you to break an enemy's posture for a devastating attack. The game is expected to be released in spring 2024. It will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Avowed is a first-person fantasy RPG developed by Obsidian Entertainment. The game is set in the fictional world of Eora, first introduced in the Pillars of Eternity franchise. You play as an envoy of Eter, sent to investigate rumors of a spreading plague on the Living Lands, a mysterious island filled with adventure and danger. The game features a mix of magic, melee weapons, and firearms combat. Players can perform feats such as freezing enemies in ice or ensnaring them in an entangle spell. The game also offers a variety of environments and landscapes, each with their own unique ecosystem. Companions from a spread of species will fight alongside you, with their own unique set of abilities. From a former mercenary to an eccentric wizard, they will be part of your journey with your choices shaping them as you help them with their quests. The game is set to be released in fall 2024 on Windows and Xbox Series X and S. Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is an eagerly anticipated sequel to the cult classic action RPG. Set in a modern-day Seattle, the city is teetering on the edge of an open war among various vampire factions. As a player, you assume the role of an elder vampire. You'll encounter influential figures, form alliances, and ultimately shape the future of the city. The game offers a rich narrative and deep character development, with your choices significantly impacting the storyline. The combat system is visceral and immersive, rewarding different playstyles based on your chosen vampire clan. You'll stalk the city's population under the cover of night, using your supernatural powers or raw persuasion to feed. The game is developed by the Chinese Room and published by Paradox Interactive. It is set to release for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S in late 2024. Towers of Agaspa is an open-world fantasy game developed and published by Dreamlit Incorporated. The game offers a unique blend of RPG, action-adventure, and sandbox elements. In Towers of Agaspa, players are tasked with constructing bustling villages for their growing tribe while nurturing exotic ecosystems of otherworldly plant life. The game encourages creativity, allowing players to develop their fantasy island however they'd like. Players can explore the whimsical land of Agaspa, climb to jaw-dropping vistas, befriend bizarre creatures, and uncover the rich history of the sacred island. They can plan sprawling villages, customize their buildings, and watch their settlements come to life as they're inhabited by members of the Shermu tribe. The game also features a unique ecosystem mechanic. Players can bring life back to a devastated land by nurturing the growth of living, breathing ecosystems composed of fantastical flora and fauna. Towers of Agaspa also offers a social aspect. Players can visit their friends' unique islands to get ideas for how to develop their own, or invite everyone to their island to explore, harvest, or just hang out together. Tormented Souls 2 is an upcoming sequel to the award-winning classic survival horror game, Tormented Souls. The protagonist, Caroline Walker, returns in this sequel, yearning for a normal life after the events of Wildberger Hospital. However, her younger sister, Anna, falls victim to a mysterious affliction, leading Caroline back into the supernatural world. The game is set in Portamiller, a remote Southern American town with a chilling past. The town was founded by the reclusive Izmuit tribe, a small religious group that shunned the outside world. The game involves exploring eerie monasteries and other nightmarish locations. Players must confront terrifying creatures armed only with makeshift weapons as they desperately try to rescue Anna. The gameplay captures the essence of classic survival horror, drawing inspiration from games like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and Alone in the Dark. It features fixed camera angles, voiceover work, and jump scares. The game also involves solving intricate puzzles by forging connections between items found in the environment. Silent Hill 2 Remake is a modern reimagining of the original game, developed by Bloober Team. The original Silent Hill 2, released in 2001, was praised for its exploration of psychological horror. The game's endings were determined by many actions, such as how players interacted with specific objects and how often they healed protagonist James Sunderland. The remake has sparked skepticism among the community, with concerns that Bloober Team's previous work was too overt to capture the more subdued, horror elements of Silent Hill 2. Despite this, the remake is highly anticipated, with fans eager to see how it compares to the original. The game reunites players with main protagonist James Sunderland, who receives a mysterious letter from his late wife, Mary. Players must search for clues in the terrifying namesake town, teeming with nightmarish monsters. Rise of the Ronin is an action RPG game developed by Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo Games. It was announced in September 2022 as a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. The game is set in Japan during the late 19th century, a tumultuous time of civil war as the Edo period came to a close. The game tells the story of an untethered samurai who travels Japan. Players control a nameless Ronin acting as a kind of work-for-hire warrior called a Veiled Edge. The game unfolds in the middle of what's known as the Bakamatsu period. Rise of the Ronin features decision-making that steers the adventure as players see fit. Conversations feature multiple responses and key story moments present options such as choosing whether to kill or spare an assassination target. Players can use katanas and firearms to overcome enemies and parkour and gliders to traverse the world. The game's lead designers have emphasized the importance of player choice, stating that who you choose to develop a relationship with impacts how the story unfolds. The game will release on March 22, 2024. It has been praised for its detailed combat mechanics, character development, and the freedom it offers to players. The Gothic 1 Remake is an upcoming video game that fans are eagerly anticipating. It's a remake of the original Gothic game, which was a cult classic. The game is being developed by Alchimia Interactive, a studio known for its expertise in creating immersive games. The publisher of the game is THQ Nordic, a company with a strong portfolio of successful games. The Gothic 1 Remake is expected to be released in the second half of 2024. However, the exact release date has not been announced yet. The game is set in a dark and brooding world, staying true to the Gothic series' roots. It promises to offer a rich and detailed environment for players to explore. The game will feature improved graphics and gameplay mechanics, enhancing the overall experience. It aims to retain the essence of the original game while introducing modern elements. The story of the game revolves around a nameless hero in a medieval fantasy setting. Players will have to navigate through various challenges and quests in this hostile world. The game will offer a non-linear gameplay experience, allowing players to shape their own adventure. It will feature a complex combat system requiring strategic thinking and skill. Dragon's Dogma 2 is an upcoming action role-playing game developed and published by Capcom. It is the sequel to the original Dragon's Dogma released in 2012. The game is set to release on March 22, 2024. In A Dragon's Dogma 2, you will embark on a grand adventure as an Arisen. The game challenges players to choose their own experience from the appearance of their Arisen, their vocation, their party, to how they approach different situations. The game retains the core gameplay of the original, offering a truly immersive fantasy world. It features a mix of magic, melee weapons, and firearms combat. On your journey, you'll be joined by pawns, mysterious otherworldly beings. The game also introduces a host of innovative features, including physics technology, artificial intelligence, and the latest in graphics. All these elements come together to create a truly immersive fantasy world in Dragon's Dogma 2. Black Myth: Wukong is an upcoming action RPG rooted in Chinese mythology. The game is being developed by Game Science. The story is based on A Journey to the West, one of the 4 great classical novels of Chinese literature. You play as the Destined One and venture into challenges and marvels to uncover the obscured truth beneath a glorious legend. The game features a fascinating realm filled with the wonders and discoveries of ancient Chinese mythology. As the Destined One, you shall encounter powerful foes and worthy rivals throughout your journey. The game allows you to master various staff techniques and freely combine different spells, abilities, weapons, and equipment. The game promises to offer a unique blend of environmental exploration with skill-based Souls-like gameplay. The player controls a monkey based on Sun Wukong, referred to in the game as the Destined One. The player also has the ability to transform into a flying insect or a giant monster. The game is set to release on August 20, 2024. It will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Beneath is an upcoming first-person action horror adventure. The game is being developed and published by Camel 101. It takes place in the mysterious depths of the ocean. You play as Noah Quinn, a veteran deep-sea diver. Quinn must escape a treacherous underwater world filled with unimaginable terrors. Armed with weapons and wits, Quinn must confront the horror to escape. The game features resource management, where ammo is scarce and must be scavenged. Quinn's mental state is on the brink of collapse, and he must avoid succumbing to madness. The game features tactical combat, where firepower isn't always the solution. Players can uncover secrets of the deep by gathering information from their surroundings. The game features a dynamic combat system with adaptive enemy AI and destructible environments. Players can customize their weapons. The game is expected to be released in 2024. Alone in the Dark is a survival horror classic that has been reimagined by THQ Nordic. The game is set in the eerie Derceto Manor, which has been transformed into a psychiatric hospital. The story unfolds through the perspectives of Emily Hartwood and Detective Edward Carnby, each uncovering more questions than answers. The game is a thrilling blend of puzzles, monsters, and paranormality, with a doom jazz soundtrack that enhances the ambience. It successfully recontextualizes the original game, maintaining its spirit while introducing a new 20s setting. The gameplay alternates between the non-linear puzzles of Derceto Manor and action-packed sequences in Jeremy Hartwood's dream world. The game also explores voodoo-based magic, which Emily uses to track down her missing uncle. Despite its horror elements, Alone in the Dark often feels more like a detective thriller, offering a captivating whodunit in place of outright scares. It's a unique take on the survival horror genre, promising a memorable gaming experience. Ill is an upcoming narrative-driven first-person survival horror game that is being developed by Team Cloud Inc. The game promises to offer a unique and immersive experience by transporting players to a sinister settlement where they must uncover the unsettling truth behind its descent into bloodthirsty madness. One of the standout features of Ill is its intense depiction of body horror, with disgusting, monstrous creatures that can be gruesomely dismembered. The game also boasts of dynamic enemy behavior, with enemies reacting to all manner of events and hits on different enemy body parts eliciting unique reactions. The comprehensive weapon system in the game requires players to perform malfunction checks, choose from different ammunition types, and carry out mandatory maintenance. The world of Ill offers a range of ammo and weapon upgrades, demanding strategic choices for survival. The game also provides an immersive interactive world that contributes to an unforgettable visceral journey into despair. The advanced physics with interactive environments, active ragdoll, and real-time body transformations further enhance the gaming experience. Lastly, Ill is being developed in Unreal Engine 5, which could lead to improved graphics and performance. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is a highly anticipated racing game set on Hong Kong Island. The game offers a unique lifestyle and social life experience, a feature never seen before in a video game. The game retains the DNA of previous Test Drive Unlimited games while introducing a contemporary vision of the multiplayer racing genre. The island is recreated at a 1:1 scale, boasting over 600 kilometers of roads through dense and varied terrain. The game revolves around an extraordinary competition called the Solar Crown, organized by a little-known but highly influential organization, Radiant. The competition values prestige, a love of cars, and competition. The game features the most eye-catching cars from a range of manufacturers, including the most prestigious, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, Koenigsegg, Dodge, Apollo, and many others. However, acquiring these luxury cars requires hard work. The customization and style possibilities are not just limited to your cars. You can cultivate your style to impress others, stand out from the crowd, and defend your clan. The ultimate prize is becoming the next winner of the Solar Crown and gaining the respect and recognition of your clan.